Welcome and thank you for joining me today. I've been busy doing a lot of work around this place. Let's see, put that in there, put that there, armor back on, and yes, this is today's project. Melon and words. A melon and pumpkin farm. Which, by the way, we have all of our different projects in here, so this is the one we'll be tackling today. And then if we kind of head to the back here, I've added a couple more. So 115 honey farm. We need an iron farm out here for our own personal use. And then an ice farm we could do in the nearby ice plains biome. I don't like leaving it on towards the end of it, so I always flip it back to the first page. But yes, today's plan is basically to work on said melon and pumpkin farm. I'm going to guess that based on what you see here, you know which version I'm going to go with. If you couldn't guess, it's Il Mango's. Also, I am doing some expansion work on the cloud storage. I don't remember if I included this in the last video or not. But yeah. The reason I don't know is because the last clip I did, OBS decided it wanted to desync my mic, so I had no audio and I have to redo this. Gotta love that. But yeah, like I said, I'm expanding the cloud storage a little bit. And so that means I'm going to have to make that many more chests and rearrange all these items. And I'll probably even vary up the woods, like the type of signs I use for everything. Especially the wood row. I might just, each wood gets its own sign so that I can quickly at a glance determine what type of wood it is. But this is me starting to babble on. If you've noticed from the intro clip, then you could probably not be surprised about this out here. As basically, we have beacons everywhere. I moved this beacon from underground to temp right here. And I say temp because it is not going to stay here. This is where the fishing farm is getting moved to in the future. I just don't know exactly where over here I want to put it, because for keeping all of them in the water as best I could, there is going to be a dead zone. The island is just that massive. Also, this is still going, and it's still only filled up way down there. But I digress. What we are interested in is actually heading out here. I don't know if I showed this on camera, but I worked on this on stream. Redid the tree farm. Anyway, we need to find the spot where I've marked underground noise, I guess. Ooh, this is the one, too. There's a cave down there that is flooded with mobs because, well, this is an ocean biome. Okay. But yeah, I really need to learn to stop babbling quite so much on my way to figure out my projects and stuff. Let's see. Nether wart. That would be that one. So this, I'm guessing, is... Oh, that's cactus. What's this tiny one over here? This can't... Maybe this is it. No, that's cocoa bean. Cocoa bean nether wart. This one here is the new kelp farm. Flying machine design. Is it back here? No, that's a vine farm. That'll be the honey farm. It's not going to be either of those. I seem to have misplaced where I'm putting the melon and pumpkin farm. Could be this one, because it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Yeah. It's a lot closer than I thought. Also, I really need to get that cow food bit going, because, quite frankly, I'm back to cooked salmon because I barely have over a stack of steak left, and I want to save the steak for, like, a big thing where I'll need it. I barely have the inventory space, but I have the inventory space. So step 1, clear this out. Step 2, you know, the storage is over there, so this is the side I will want everything to come out on. And for the moment, I want it to come out on ground level. In fact, I'm not going to dig down for any of this. It's all going to kind of sit at ground level up on being built. And then I can go and retroactively do any sort of additional work below ground. So I need to figure out the exact size I'm looking at. So better get these torches to mark corners. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 blocks in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is dead center. Good, good. Because I know the farm sits at a 9 by 9. 2, 3, 4. And yep. We'll just put the double chest there, and then we'll start filling in these hoppers. Perfect. And this is actually the only layer that's going to be hopper based, because this farm is actually going to be 2 different versions stacked on top of each other. I just don't have the materials to do more than this basic version. 2 more. There we go. Going to be interesting to see how this lines up. I'm actually going to alternate on these. I think that'll help keep it from being too overly cluttered, if that were to even be remotely possible. Okay. It is nice to have the hoppers going in a pattern as opposed to going like really boring type of predictability. There we go. Most of the hoppers go this way along this diagonal, and then all of this corner goes that way into the ones that go this way. So back here, you actually have to zigzag your way the whole way down. Oh, isn't that something, though? The next up is going to be... Oh, I have to shift for that first piece of dirt. But then after that, it's just a simple matter of doing it like this. Yeah, I kind of figured 2 stacks would more than cover anything for these basic materials here. I should also go ahead and... I'll worry about that when I need to worry about that. Oop. It's becoming nighttime. Do this, and yes, I brought a whole stack, even though I literally only need the 1. Oh, it's becoming nighttime, which means time to sleep. Let me also throw a few of those up to indicate my climbing spot. So I'm going to be right back after I sleep. Okay, I'm back. We've got this bit done. The tricky part here is, I guess, let's see. Well, I guess it's not so tricky. But I need to hoe every other spot. And then once I do this, I'm going to need to go through and... I should go ahead and get this piece of glowstone in. There we go. Another benefit of using the, the waterlogged block. You can just place an item to block the hole up directly on top of it. Okay, so we've got this in. I think I need to go ahead and get the planting done as well. So we'll move these. Well, I don't need this. Really don't need this anymore either. So let's grab these, and for this one we'll do melon seeds on all the 5s, and then pumpkin seeds on all the 4s. It kind of looks like you miss a few, but until it gets hydrated and you can actually start to see it, yeah, I guess that's the thing. So that's all I've got left. So these first harvests are going to be to build up my supply so I can build the rest of this tower up. But in the meantime, I do also have to do the observers and the pistons. So an entire layer of those. The observers need to go on top of that. It's going to be tricky to place. So I'm going to go through and do that, and then we'll follow through with this layer. The amazing thing is now that you can crouch down so far. As long as you're in the right spot, you can easily get a downward facing piston. So it's a lot easier than it used to be, but it is still at times annoying. And I just realized one thing that I have not gone and crafted. I was trying to get everything prepared. I didn't craft the note blocks. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. That's perfectly fine. It won't take any time to craft those up. I believe they just require redstone and wood, so that'll be easy enough. And the final row should actually be the easiest. Oops. That was me standing in the same block as it. Mostly the easiest. Now let's try this again. And now the pistons. There we go. Climb up, make sure I've got all the pistons facing the correct direction. Aha. I thought I might have had at least one other that didn't quite place correctly and I didn't quite catch it. There we go. This layer is done, and like I said, I completely and totally forgot to do the note blocks. So I'm going to go take care of those and then be right back. I just gotta say, it's super nice being able to run back and forth for all of this stuff. Now, it's probably going to get a bit musical here. But that's a temporary thing. Now, put some of these in. Let's get these in next. And this will keep this farm a little more on the quiet side. There's also a reason why I crafted up as many of, well, I say crafted, smelted up as many of these as I did. You know, I'm thinking there's something else that you've probably noticed that we have that we didn't have as of the last episode. And among other things, that's the HUD. We also have a few other custom data packs running, including some custom recipes. Let's see, I should be able to see this fire off at least once. Yeah, okay, I had to totally sleep it today. Just curious if I'm going to see this thing fire off at all. I guess we can build up the rest of it while we wait. And for that, we're just going to do a nice solid foundation of more of these blocks. So you can see where the theme for this structure is going to go. It seems to be a nice looking-ish theme. I'm going to go with that. I just need to, let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do 2 layers in this bottom one. You know, this is where the slabs come in play. And I might need more of these blocks as well. But I do like the smooth blocks here. Yeah, I guess that's going to be something that's has to be dealt with for the time being. Now, let's get a layer of glass. You know, as much glass as I grabbed for this project, I'm not going to need a whole lot on this base layer, because this is the only part that makes sense to have visible and shown. Yeah, I can totally just do this at the full height. Although I guarantee I'm going to run out of blocks before I get all of it done. And yeah, I've got to go smelt up more stone. So I'll take care of that real quick. Kind of getting an idea of what the bottom of this is going to look like. I definitely need to get a second set of beacons attached to all of these so that I can have jump boost as well as speed. Yeah, jump boost will be nice because I'll be able to jump the fences. I believe you get a 2-block jump height on that, which will be enough to easily clear it. Although I might still clip it a few times. Still going to be better than, yeah. Eventually, this is going to be a little bit different. This is all just temporary while I build things up, and you know, I should probably not, wait, there's glass, I'd be able to see in anyway. There we go. So, good, I got them all back. I'm always worried when I do that I'm actually not going to quite get all of them back. Now, if we just stand here, we should be able to see the pistons firing when... It didn't fire. It has turned night, but it doesn't matter. I have to go through and replace all of these, kind of switch them around. Because I put them on the... I did them completely backwards and wrong. So I have to break up every single one of these blocks and fix it. So I'll see you after fix this and sleep it today. Okay, I guess we just have to wait for something next to that pumpkin to grow up because of the little derp I did. But how many people were... Yeah. Oh, yep, that one just got popped. There's another one back there that grew. It needs to get popped. And then once it gets popped, there shouldn't be any more stragglers. Oh, I could just stand over here. But yeah, I mean, how many people are even surprised that I derped up like that? How many people aren't surprised? I also need to add a little bit more glowstone in. And we're going to do it at these little corners here. That way we can get light going in there with full efficiency. I am still waiting for one of those melons to, or well, one of those pumpkins to grow up so that that melon can get popped. Because it's the only other one that didn't exactly, yeah, whenever I had the, did the derp with the note blocks. You know, I'm not going to tell you how long I've been waiting for this thing to have one of its neighboring stems grow so it can pop off. It's just not happened yet, which is kind of bizarre, but we're getting pumpkins and melons coming in. The thing is, oh, hey, as soon as I'm not looking, that one grew. And there we have it, Ilmango's Melon and Pumpkin Farm, the new 1.14 design. And I'm going to modify his old design with the tracks and build that on top of this. And then that will be activated only when we're over here AFKing so that the minecart doesn't get stuck. And I'll also have a little bit more to build around the structure, possibly. But in the meantime, thank y'all for watching, and God bless.